Let me tell you my greatest ever story of being in a good routine. In the last 2 months of my master's, the last 7 weeks, I was working full time and I had 7 4,000 word assignments that I needed to complete in 7 weeks. And so literally each week I would have to, from scratch, start researching, take notes, write up and edit a 4,000 word assignment for my master's degree. I'll tell you about the outcome of that in just a minute. Oh, good morning. It's a beautiful day. Morning walk, episode 84, coming to you this morning from, if you're Australian, you're gonna love this, the Bogan River, the actual Bogan River in Nyngan, in Western New South Wales. Let's go for a walk and have a chat. Nyngan is a name be very familiar for a lot of Australians because this town was actually inundated in 1990, massive flood. Probably one of the biggest floods in the memory of Australians outside of 2011 in Brisbane. And the whole town was basically hit by what was described at the time as a 14-kilometre wide wall of water. And they pretty much had to air vac out everybody in town because the whole place was just inundated. It's recovered well, and obviously I think they've raised some of the banks of the river in some places to hopefully stop that from happening again. Well, it's only early in the trip, but the strangest thing right now is that we have no routine. My day-to-day routine has gone completely out of the window. You know, normally you're getting up and getting ready for work and getting ready to get kids to school if you've got family and that sort of stuff, but I don't know, here it just seems like at a loose end. This is like day number 2. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me tell you my greatest ever story of being in a good routine. In the last 2 months of my master's, the last 7 weeks, I was working full time and I had 7 4,000 word assignments that I needed to complete in 7 weeks. And so literally each week I would have to, from scratch, start researching, take notes, write up and edit a 4,000 word assignment for my master's degree. One of the things that I learned from that period, which has stuck with me today, is just how much you can get done when you really get into an amazing, strong routine and just follow it religiously. And I never thought that I was going to get through all those papers, but I just developed this system where I'd work every day, come home, and on the first couple of days of the week, I'd be doing my research. So essentially like looking up different academic papers, doing the research, pulling out all the different quotes. And then towards the end of the week, I was writing, drafting, and essentially by Sunday, I was down to editing. And that was only possible to get through that incredible period by having a really strong routine. And I passed my master's degree. So I give it a lot of credence to good routines. Psychologists have found that the thing that helps you form or break a habit is less so about like your mental determination, your mental will, and much more about the amount of friction that you put between the action between yourself and the action you're trying to either achieve or to stop. What exactly does that mean then? Well, let's take an example like I've been addicted to marshmallows in the past. True story. Not pretty. And I could try and give up marshmallows by just using my mental will, my power. Or I could just like not have marshmallows in the house. And of course, if you then have to get out and go to the shops to buy marshmallows, it's like increase the distance between yourself and like that stimulus or the response that you're hoping to gain. And by putting that distance there, we humans are lazy. We don't want to have to go out of our way for anything, even stuff that we're like really love and addicted to, like marshmallows. And so just having that little bit of friction in the process is what allows you to like break a habit or even form a habit. So if I wanted to become addicted to marshmallows, which would be a very good problem to have, I would simply buy lots of bags of marshmallows and keep them in the house all the time. And maybe even cut them open and leave them open on the table. And you see, by doing that, you reduce the amount of friction that you have. You could actually form or break habits and routines. Routines are definitely powerful. And you can see up on the levee bank, it's designed to protect the town from the fierce Bogan. So work on your routines. I'm looking forward to getting into my routine on this big trip around Australia. Whatever you're getting up today, I'm hoping it's a great one, because it's always a beautiful day. I'm Robin Licky, and thanks for joining me on the morning walk. See you next time.